I'm going to start with a statement that sounds completely wrong. How can $100,000 possibly be 1/3 of a million? Now, I know what you're thinking, it's some kind of gimmick. But it's not. It's a fundamental and honestly kind of hidden rule about how money really works.
So how is this possible? It seems like it breaks the basic laws of math, right? But what it really does is reveal a much deeper law, the law of building wealth. So let's solve this puzzle, together, step by step.
And look, there's no magic here. This is all about understanding the one powerful hidden engine that really separates the people who build serious wealth from, well, everyone else.
Okay, let's start with the part you probably know all too well, the grind. I mean, if saving money feels like you're running uphill through mud, you are definitely not alone. This first leg of the journey is, by a long shot, the absolute hardest.
Take a look at this number, 37%. So what is that? Well, according to the Federal Reserve, that's the percentage of American adults who can't even cover an unexpected $400 emergency. $400. That tells you just how razor-thin the financial cushion is for most people.
For a lot of folks, it feels like being stuck in financial quicksand for a reason. You earn a good paycheck, but there are these constant downward pressures just pulling you back under. And I want you to know, that's not just in your head. The system is kind of designed to make this first step incredibly difficult.
And here they are, the specific forces working against you. If you take the average 30-year-old, you've got student loans and credit card debt with insane interest rates draining your income. Then you pile on soaring housing costs and car payments. I mean, it really is a battle on all fronts just to break even.
And then we have to be honest about these common wealth destroyers. That shiny new car, poof, it loses 20% of its value the second you drive it away. That $10 a day coffee or lunch habit, that's over $3,600 a year that could have been out there working for you. Every single one of these is a little leak in your financial bucket.
But, and this is a huge but, if you can just push through that grind and hit that $100,000 mark, everything changes. I'm serious. It's not just a number on a screen, it's a tipping point. It's the moment where the physics of money actually start to bend in your favor.
Now, the force behind this big shift is called compound growth. And put really simply, it's just the point where your money starts making its own money. It starts having babies. But like any engine, it needs fuel to get started. And that fuel is your first $100,000.
Think about it like this. Before you hit 100K, you're in the saving phase. It's totally linear. Your direct effort creates money. It feels slow and it feels hard. But after you cross that 100K line, you enter the investing phase. Now your money starts making more money. The growth isn't a straight line anymore. It's exponential. This is where you feel the acceleration kick in.
Okay, so this is the core of it all. This is where we get into the math that proves the title of this whole thing. It's the math they don't really teach you in school, but believe me, it's the math that makes all the difference in the world.
And we're going to keep the numbers simple and pretty conservative. Let's just assume two things. One, you save and invest $10,000 a year. And two, your investments earn an average of 8% per year, which is right in line with the historical stock market average. No tricks, no funny business, just simple math.
So let's look at the journey. That first $100,000, that takes about 8 years to build. It's like a great wall because it's funded almost entirely by your own sweat and effort. But now, watch what happens. The second $100,000 takes only about 5 years. Why? Because now your money is starting to help. And then it gets even faster. The third $100,000 takes just 3.5 years. At this point, your money is doing most of the heavy lifting.
And this right here is the entire point. That first $100,000 you fought so hard for is the key that unlocks the next $200,000. That's why your first 100K is effectively 1/3 of a million. It does the first third of the work, and then it makes the other 2/3 possible in even less time. Really getting this requires a complete shift in your mindset. You have to stop thinking about just saving money and start thinking about making your money work for you.
I like to think of it this way. The goal isn't to just pile up a bunch of cash. The goal is to build an army of dollars, an army that goes out and fights for you 24/7, even while you sleep. And that first $100,000, that's the grueling process of you personally recruiting every single one of those soldiers by hand.
And that initial grind, that recruit training phase, is exactly why most people get stuck and never reach the tipping point. They get exhausted, they get discouraged, and they quit before their army ever gets a chance to go out and fight for them.
So, I'll leave you with this question. You've spent your whole life trading your precious time and energy for money. Isn't it time to flip that script? When are you going to finish basic training and finally Finally, let your money start working for you.